Hello everybody. This is a different video, and it's my first time ever trying something like this, but I feel like it would be a decent video to make, honestly. But in this video, basically, I felt like making like a little commentary video about just video games and video games as a whole, you know? And honestly, all I have to pretty much say is that, like, gaming over the however long I've been alive, which has been like, yeah, like, well, ever since I started gaming, it was around like the age of 5. So yeah, for like the last like 18-ish years, bro, like 18, 17, maybe 19-ish years. All I gotta say is gaming has been like one of my favorite things of all time, but seeing it like change a lot over the years is such a weird thing. It's such a weird, odd thing. It just, I don't know, I don't understand it. But yeah, essentially, what this entire video is gonna be, just gonna be a whole yap session of me just talking about how gaming has changed for me throughout just the years of my life, I guess. And yeah, I have no script. I'm just yapping. And for those who want to see more videos like this, let me know, because honestly, I would not be too opposed to make more commentary type videos like this. Like, I don't know why, I just felt like it would be a cool idea to do something like this, because fuck it. But yeah, here we go. Essentially, ever since I started as a little young tyke, I just loved gaming. I just loved the whole idea of it. Just the fact that you can go into a virtual world, play whoever the hell you want, I mean, hell, if you can play whoever the hell you want, play however the hell you want, and if it has like a character that's in the game that you play as like a certain character, like for example, let's say you're playing Call of Duty, you're playing Alex Mason, Black Ops 1, right? I mean, even though there's a character there for you to play, you can still act like it's your character, you know what I mean? You can still just, or you can just treat them as like, you can give them their own story, and just stuff like that. And growing up as a kid, I played a lot of games like that. I played a lot of story type of games where I'm just wanting to make my own character, wanting to be my own character, just have fun and do goofy ass things that, you know, stuff you can't do in real life, because if you do a lot of these things in real life, you're gonna be in jail or some bobo like that. So that's overall the whole, I guess you can say, freedom when it comes to gaming as a whole, right? Is you feel like, not even feel like, you are in a virtual world where you can pretty much do whatever the goddamn you want, and you can just have all the goddamn fun you want, you know? It's amazing. And throughout my entire years of living, I played on a DS, which, by the way, oh my lord, Super Mario Bros. Back in the day was a goddamn classic. I'm gonna try not to like cuss a whole lot, because I'm trying to be more of a, not necessarily family friendly, but I'm just trying to be more of like a more like just clear person. I don't really know. Point is though, let's go back to the gaming conversation. All right. DS though, played a lot of DS as a kid. I'm gonna tell y'all some lore right quick, actually, straight up, because this entire video is gonna be yapping, so I might as well, right? But here's a little red backstory, right? As a young tyke, I didn't want to do anything like chore wise, right? I just wanted to do my own thing, just play with toys, stuff like that, just average kid things. But I remember one day, my mom, she was like, "Yo, if you clean up your entire bedroom, all this stuff, in vacuum, I will get you a DS, and then you can play Super Mario Bros." I was like, okay. And the only reason why I even knew what this was, by the way, because the TV one day showed a DS and it showed Super Mario Bros. I was like, oh, that game looked cool as shit. Look cool as goddamn, you know? Well, I didn't actually say, you know, shit, but as a kid, you know, I just like, oh my god. And yeah, I straight up did all the chores ever for like an entire week. And yeah, got that DS, played Super Mario Bros. I'm pretty sure it was a Super Mario Bros. I don't remember the exact name of it, but it was a classic to me. Like, I played that game a shite ton. And before y'all ask, no, Super Mario Bros. On the DS was not my awakening into gaming and how I first ever started loving it. The true story of how I first ever started loving it was the good old PS2, good old PlayStation 2, and some of the games I played on that. And one of my all-time favorite games of all time which some of y'all might know because I've talked about it on stream a few times. But it's Jaws Unleashed. Yeah, Jaws Unleashed will be forever one of my favorite games of all goddamn time. And no, it's not just the fact that it's about it's about a shark, okay? It's not about, and yeah, y'all know how much I love sharks, at least if you know me well. If you don't know me well, hi, I love sharks. They're my favorite animal of all time. But, back to what I was talking about. Yeah, Jaws Unleashed, one of my favorite games of all time. I played that game countless times again. Like hell, now that I have a PC, I have literally played a emulated version of it, and I grinded the hell out of it, because why would I not, you know? And it's on my old PC, though, where I have Jaws Unleashed emulated. My new PC, which I just recently got, like a year, almost a year, no, probably like half a year from now. Yeah, probably like a half a year, yeah. It's pretty good. Love it. But I haven't actually played Jaws Unleashed on that yet. I need to, though, because it's a call classic of mine. But back to this is probably why I should have added a script. But if I do more of these, I'll definitely add a script, because I'm over here backtracking so hard. Like, I'm backtracking so hard like it's a goddamn Resident Evil game right now. But yeah, definitely gonna use a script for future more of these on the Lords. Yes. But back to the comment though. But over the years, I just kept playing on the different consoles. I played on a PlayStation 2, one of my favorite consoles of all time. Played on a Wii, played on a DS, PlayStation 3, and then I'm pretty sure, Xbox 360 too. Xbox 360 is like the best. I don't care what nobody fucking says. The Xbox 360 was one of the best consoles ever to exist, ever. Okay, let's just put that down right now. Let's just, yeah. Put that on the table right now, just say that. But the whole moral of the story is I'm trying to get here, though, is a lot of the games I played on different consoles growing up, I loved every single bit of them. Had a good time. Like, I actually felt like I had fun doing a lot of this stuff. And before y'all ask, I'm not trying to say gaming nowadays is not fun or anything. No, we'll get to that. We'll get to that kind. But just everything I played back in the day, though, I had so much fun. I felt like there was like an actual meaning to do it. It was just something that I just did in my pastime too. Because as a child, I didn't only play games. I went outside, did outside things, stuff like that, just chilled and played games when I felt like doing games and stuff. But I will say, as time did get, a little bit farther in my life, I say like the PS4 era, the PS4 days, I was still having fun, just playing regular ass games and stuff, just chilling. Until a game called Fortnite came out. Now that right there, I'm not gonna lie, if I gotta be terribly honest with y'all, I think Fortnite might be one of the very first games of all time that actually had me stay indoors like most of the time. Straight up, like I dead ass, like I didn't want to go outside or nothing. Fortnite was probably one of the very first games I ever do that, and I was just sold because of how addicted it was to me, and how just amazing I liked it. And I was just like, damn. And as much as I will say too, as much as Fortnite did change like my perspective for gaming and all that type of stuff for a whole, I have to admit, I feel like a lot of people argue, like, when it comes to talking about the subject of, like, how gaming's changed to, like, just free stuff to, like, live services, all even shit, and games are, like, jobs now. I feel like I have to agree with people and say Fortnite was probably the first game. It wasn't probably the very first, but it was definitely one of the very first games to ever, like, start the whole live service gaming. And I'm not even gonna lie, this may be a hot take, or maybe it might not. I don't know. But live service gaming, in my opinion, is probably, like, not necessarily ruined the gaming, but it hasn't. It's definitely made gaming not as fun as it used to be, at least for me. So I guess you can basically say this entire, like, TED Talk, or whatever the hell we're doing here, is essentially just me saying that gaming back in the day was just so much more, like, enjoyable, so much more entertainable, so much just I don't know, just more enjoyable to do, and actually, like, you had a good time every time you do it. But nowadays, a lot of games are out there, which I'm not saying, hey, there's definitely games out there you can still, like, do. It's called, the majority of single player games. There still is, like, games out there nowadays where you can just sit down, have fun, play the game, enjoy it, right? But just a lot of games we have nowadays, though, is just live service slop, honestly. And hey, there is some good live service games out there. Don't get me wrong, there's some good ones out there. But just the whole effect of just live services in general, just in the whole like live service plague is what I'm gonna call it, because I'm not gonna lie, there is a lot of games out there who decide to take the whole live service idea and just absolutely just put it in the shitter, straight up. Like, whew. I don't know, man. I guess the entire like yap session I really want to talk about is just how I felt like gaming was just a lot better back in the day, and gaming is just video games as a whole don't really feel as much as they used to. They just feel like empty. Not like, I don't know if it's just me growing up, like, and finally realizing that, or just the fact that like just gaming is just not as passionate as it used to be. I don't really know. But I think that's all I really want to talk about today. So I'm just gonna leave it all here, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day / night. I'll see you next time.